Hi, Smita. Good evening, all. So let's wait for Smita to join. Just give us a bit.
Hi Nitin, how are you?
Hey,
So I had some login
good.
issues. I think my link was basically.
I thought
So
so.
a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people are here. I think, right? A lot of people I can
Yes,
see. Hi
that's
Sumit,
right.
Prakash, Pradeep, Naveen, Ravinder. Good evening, everyone. So I think it's almost
Yes.
8, so we can start, right?
Yeah, sure. We can. So I
So
think
let's,
that's a very interesting topic,
yeah. Today's topic is
what
very
we have picked
interesting.
up.
So guys, today we'll be talking about career mapping. And so me and Nitin, we know each other for a couple of years now, and we keep connecting on
Yes.
something of the upskilling stuff or learning stuff. We're part of a career leadership circle as well, so we keep getting updates, and we talk about career a lot, basically a growth journey, the trainings to do, learnings to do. Those kind of conversation we generally have, and it's not always a boring conversation. It's always an interesting one because we always talk about next क्या करना है, आगे क्या करना है. So yeah. So let's
Yes.
ask the audience, na career. What does career mean to them?
That's an
Sumit,
interesting question.
yeah, Sumit, Prakash, and all. Pradeep, what do you think? Career. What is the definition of career in a layman's term? I don't see any response.
Well, everyone has different thoughts. What career is, just to put it in
Yeah.
together, is little difficult. Hi, Smita.
Hmm.
So, yes.
So yeah.
Uh,
Nitin, आपके हिसाब से what is career?
I think career is something which I'm doing and I'm which is giving me satisfaction
Hmm.
and which is fulfilling my goal. To put it very simply, not going into very technical stuff, it is something that I love to do and which gives me satisfaction. That's it.
Yeah. So maybe what we can say is our profession, occupation, नौकरी जो भी हम कर रहे हैं, it's all part of career as well. And also
Can say
another
that.
definition of career is about progression. कि आप जो भी कर रहे हो उसमें अगर आप progress कर रहे हो, that is also another. It's also called career. So you do multiple things in career. Maybe that's what is all about career.
Right, Nitin Sumit, I think which is very
Yeah.
correct. It
Yeah.
is about journey, it is about life goals.
Yeah.
So it encompasses both personal and professional.
Yeah. So we were talking about career here. Let us introduce ourselves as well. So I'm Smita. I've done a couple of streaming sessions with the creator,
Right.
and this is the first time we're trying to do career conversation or career chit chat. And so yeah, Nitin is a project manager. Nitin, I'll ask you to introduce yourself. That's much better.
Sure, why not? Right. So I am from software industry and I am manager and more so I'm like mentor coach, you can say that. And I think I have done couple of sessions, not on creator, but we have done life skills session before.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think
absolutely.
this is my first stint over here with
Yeah.
Smita and it's really good to connect back with an interesting topic.
Yeah. So both of us are into a corporate career. Both of us have a corporate job, and we also have our own passions which we follow. So I am at CA by qualification. I'm an author also. I do a lot of other things as well. But I normally try to call myself a traveler through life, and I like experimenting in every sphere of my life as well. So yeah, career mapping is a topic which we thought we'll discuss today. So career mapping is really important because organizations do it so that they can achieve their own goals and also ensure that jo people who are working for them also are able to achieve their career or life goals as well. So that's why the career mapping concept came. But what we want to talk here about is more about mapping your own career in your own life. जैसे हम गूगल मैप में एक जगह ढूंढते हैं वैसे ही अपने लिए भी यू हैव टू फाइंड योर ओन करियर. फाइंड व्हाट डू यू थिंक नितिन? दैट्स इंपॉर्टेंट राइट कि अपने लिए करियर ढूंढना बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है आज के टाइम में. इट इज नॉट लाइक लीनियर. यू कैन चूज कोई भी डायरेक्शन में जाओ. इट यू कैन एक्सपैंड बेसिकली.
Very true. So that reminds me, I was watching other day. I usually catch up with KBC jab time mile, and I was like, just there was one contestant, and she is a book influencer. Now this is something I didn't. I had heard about it, but not seen someone. But a passion that has been, she has taken up as a career. So I think career opportunities are limitless. These days it is varied options. जैसे पहले के मूवीज में होता था ऐसे नहीं है, डॉक्टर इंजीनियर बन गया बेटा तो माँ खुश होगी. So I think with media coming in and there are the opportunities are endless. It's just about मुझे क्या करना है, what am I good at, and it's all about that.
So
Okay.
Prakash is asking something like, what like people tell after 25 years you can't take risk in a career. What is your thought on this? Risk 25 के बाद भी कोई whichever year you are in, if you've done 2 years in your work experience or with whatever age group you are in, you can take risk. There's nothing that you can't try out. Please experiment in life because वो जो fear है वो निकालो. Because the more you have that fear, the more you will fail. Just जब वो डर निकल जाएगा, you will find options basically. And I believe in a concept there is abundance in this universe. There is enough for everybody. So आप किसी को कॉपी भी करोगे, कोई जो कर रहा है काम, तो भी आपके पास काम होगा. So everybody has work to do. They can do whatever they want in life, and you can actually create what you want in life. Basically, that's what my belief system is. Yeah, Nitin, over to you.
Yeah. So Prakash, I can identify. I've been in industry for 18 years, and after that, I have taken a decision to move a little bit, and I've been into hardcore corporate life, and now I'm slowly moving to coaching. And I think that is after 18 years, I realized I'm good at that. So you can take a calculated risk. You cannot jump. Definitely, you cannot just jump from one career to another. It has to be a transition process, and it is a calculated risk, I can say, and with proper planning and utilizing your experience, because in whichever industry you may be, you get certain experience, you can utilize that and you can definitely change a career. I think I'm an example to that. I'm slowly transitioning to another career, and it is like what I've been in 18 years in this industry, and I think there is no age for that. It's just your calling or your passion, and you have to just follow that.
It's just that you have to come out of your comfort zone. एक थोड़ा discomfort
Very
रहता है.
true.
Change is always like that. So you just have to think कि वो comfort zone से थोड़ा निकल के अलग सोचने का है. And then when you start thinking in that direction, I think you'll start attracting options and ways to go through towards it. So I always say that follow your dreams. Dreams know the way. It's the same thing with your work or anything for that matter. Whatever you want to do, you have that, you're passionate about it, then you will automatically the ways will start opening up for you. Doors will start opening up for you. For example, if it's a closed wall, if you think, you can create a door for that. So if you can also create your own opportunity. आज के time में तो इतने options हैं. The only thing is you need not get distracted or feel look at somebody else and see that कि उनका नहीं हुआ तो मेरे साथ नहीं होगा. Everybody's journey is different. Everyone is not you and you are not everyone. So please unfold your own myths basically in whichever area you want to think about. Don't go by someone else's done it. Don't quote an example कि उनका हुआ नहीं तो मेरा भी नहीं होगा या उनका हो गया तो I will also do it. Everybody has their own journey. So never compare, but start with your own journey. Yeah.
So then, that brings me to question, why do I need to do career mapping? That pops the first question in mind. Kyun, kya karna? I'm doing my work. I'm moving along. Then why do I need career mapping? Was something which I also thought some time back.
Yeah. So Nitin, what I feel is like I'm also around 18. I also have around 18 plus years of experience and 3 years of horticulture because I'm a CA by profession. But when I look at my career journey, I have experimented with my career. I've never done a single. I've done an accounting job, finance job, tech job, project job. So I keep experimenting. And what I need, what I look at myself is that am I adding value to myself, or am I adding value to the place I'm working? That's the only thing. If it is not happening, then I move to the next role. Whether it happens in 2 years, whether it happens in 5 years, whether it is happening in within the organization. That's how I have looked at my career, basically. So I map my career according to the way I want to do things. If I want to do something into more into people management, I'll get there. If I want to do technical, I'll get there. That's how I map it. So yeah, what about your take? How do you do it?
Well, I have been in one industry for pretty long, and then
Hmm.
it took me a time to realize. And then I said, hey, how do I go mapping my career?
Hmm.
So, first things are like I assessed where I am,
Hmm.
and then I then thought, okay, I'm at a juncture. Where do I want to go from here?
Hmm.
And then I then realized, okay, this is where I want to go. How do I go about it?
Hmm.
So, very basic three questions that career mapping for me was like, I'm in the current scenario,
Hmm.
what is my destination
Hmm.
and how do I plan to go? It is like if you have you been on a road trip, we
Yeah.
decide that, okay, I want to go to Goa. So I'll
Hmm.
say, okay, how do I go to Goa? I'll go by a car.
Huh.
And what will I do? Where will I stop? What will be my pit stops?
Hmm.
So it is about final destination. First,
Hmm.
I know where I
Hmm.
want to go.
Hmm.
Next, how do I want to go is I can go by road, I can go by airways. What is my preference?
Hmm.
And then, it is a journey. So you have to get stop somewhere, take some milestone. So that was definition of pit stops or
Hmm.
small
Hmm.
milestones, because definitely I cannot just think and go to Goa.
Hmm.
Maybe if I go to road, I'll take some stops over here and there.
Hmm.
So I kind of identified to that, okay, hey, I did browse through a lot of stuff. Like if you go on Google,
Hmm.
it is like a huge stuff and it's easy to get lost.
Hmm.
But then I, studied something, I read up something, and then I got to know, I can relate it to something like a road trip leading to destination.
Hmm.
Start point is where I am, and the destination is where I want to go.
Hmm.
And the roadmap is just how do I want to go and what do I want to do. So that became very simpler for me.
Yeah,
It's like
but you do you think you जब map में आप navigate कर रहे हो, you need to be a little flexible and agile, or is it like
you have to be, yes, you because you cannot be hard on yourself. If
yeah?
something is not working, like let's say this road is closed, what do? I take a detour,
Hmm.
right? So so yes, I think that was a way I identified, and I was able to understand it much more better rather than getting into a lot of things and writing down using corporate templates. I found this was a very easier way to go about it.
Uh,
Okay, Pradeep has a question.
yeah, if you're thinking of experiment in career, how should the mindset of ourselves should be? Okay, so you want to answer that, Nitin, first, and then I'll also take a look at that question.
Right. So I think where I started was when I wanted to experiment.
Hmm.
I first did analysis what I was good at. If I'm changing my career, I want to switch to career.
Hmm.
I wanted to know what is my passion about it.
Hmm. Hmm.
What am I good at, and how can my experience align with it? Like I have got certain number of experience. How that experience can help me in certain way. So the mindset would be to assess about where what is that I would like to do. It can be 2 or 3 options,
Hmm.
because you cannot limit to yourself just to one option. Maybe that might not work out. So I just sat down and I said, okay, what is something that I like to do,
Hmm.
what keeps me interested,
Hmm.
and what keeps me going over the period of time if I'm going to experiment with my career. So I tried to do that analysis. I came up with few options, and then I took help. And it is very necessary, I believe, to take help and someone to guide you out, like right direction or taking some advice
Hmm.
does give you a lot of comfort and lot of kind of a thought from third person, which can be kind of mentoring or guidance, which always helps to clear our doubts and gives a definite direction in what way we want to go.
Yeah. So for me, experiment is I experiment in all the sphere of my life. So for me, so what goes in that, I think Nitin already knows about it. So
Yes.
and I'll be the first one. Sometimes a plan doesn't work out. How we should move forward from that failure. So the thing is, if you fail, I mean, you fail 7 times, you get up 8 times. That's what I'll tell you. So failure is just a pause. It's not a full stop. It's just a comma in life. That's it. एक चीज नहीं वर्क किया तो दूसरा ऑप्शन बहुत ऑप्शंस है लाइफ में.
Exactly.
So it's not that कि अगर you want a plan, you have a plan A, plan A doesn't work, plan B will work. अल्फाबेट्स इतने सारे हैं, A to Z है यार हमारे पास अल्फाबेट्स, तो कोई ना कोई तो वर्क करेगा ही करेगा. हाँ, लेकिन when you have responsibilities and when you have
Okay, Smita, I think we have lost Smita. Just let's hold on till she's back. Okay, so Naveen, what Smita was trying to say was like you can have multiple options where if plan A does not work out, then you have to go on plan B. And maybe if you do not have plan B, then what you can do is, you can just analyze what were the things that actually, didn't work out for you. Maybe work on those, or maybe you can think, maybe that is not for you if you can explore something else. So the possibilities are more than one with respect to failure. Like I can give you my example. I wanted to try out something which I could teach in music, but I think that did not go well. But then I'm good at communication. So I thought, I should experiment something like having online trainings or mentorings. So I kind of went on that, and I that worked out. So one is having multiple options, and another I would say that, as Mita said, that if there are responsibilities, then maybe you can take a pause, you can analyze, you can give yourself time, like why did it fail, and which are the points maybe you can address, and then take a break for a while and try again. So that's how you learn from failures, basically. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to Smita. Let's just hold on till she's back. What happened? I'll just try to check with her. Maybe some technical glitch. I think if you go for career mapping, you can find a lot of things where I said that assessment, you can find a lot of stuff or templates that you can get, and which you can go about like, okay, I'm here. What are the different things that we can do, and how can I develop a career map if I want to switch on a career? So you do get a lot of free templates. You do get a lot of free mind maps kind of thing. I think Smita has something with her. Once she's on, she can just tell like what she has in mind about mapping, because you have various tools available which help you to kind of get on with career mapping. Yeah, hi Moini. So what should we focus on career mapping? That's a very interesting question. I think one would be first thing would be self-assessment, like what is my aptitude, what is my skill set, or what is that what are my values, what are my interests. So this would be the first step of assessment. If I start with career mapping, I would go in first that, and then based on my interest, my values, or my skill set, my second step would be career exploration. So with this skill set, what are the available career opportunities which I can go into, and those can be multiple. Like as I can see, if you are interested in music, then you can go into sound design, you can go into uh, teaching music. So you can as per your interest and skill set, you can always do the career exploration, and definitely you can identify more than one career options. And then how do we do it? So maybe you attend some workshops, you do some volunteering, you do some internships on your area of interest, and that gives you a more firmer ground onto what you want to do in career exploration. So career exploration is like a phase where you try to understand what more good at. So once you know that you know you're out of four things you want, you're very good at one thing and you want to follow that up, then it becomes a career identification. Like if I want to go and become a sound engineer, so what it takes is, are the courses available? How much is the cost? So after career exploration, you have a better idea how you what you can do in career, and then it is all about career identification. So third step is career identification, and once you identify a career, the fourth step will be your action plan. Like how are you going to go about that career? What is and develop a roadmap that if you start from here, then down the line with what do you want to do? Down the line 2 years, what do you want to do? And then you start identifying the opportunities or the jobs. If you want to go into sound engineers, you can connect with, there are so many media companies. So the final step is your action plan, which is more important, as that chalks out your entire career roadmap, and you can develop a strategy for searching. So I think it's a very simple four-step formula. First being self-assessment, second being career exploration, third being career identification, and fourth being your action plan. So if you focus on these four things, then definitely you can have a good career plan out for yourself. And yes, there are a lot of tools available for this also. And if you just search it on the net, if there are any templates or mind maps which you can use for career mapping, then there are some tools which let you do that. So these are the basics that I think which will definitely help you out when you plan for career mapping. So I'm not sure what's gone wrong with Smita. Just hold on. Yep, she's back just in the nick of
There was
time.
a car failure, so that's why there was no.
Oops.
That's why the internet not coming back yet.
Right. I think there's some feeble network from your end, Smita. Nevertheless, I think we are
Yeah,
getting your
can you
screen freeze.
see? Can you hear me now?
It is distorted, kind of thing. Maybe you can try reconnecting. Yeah, your voice is breaking and even screen is gone on freeze. Technology can sometimes be real pain, for sure. So I think, yeah, these are the basic stuff, and more about career planning. Why do we need to do career planning? I think when we create a career map, it gives you more control, or ensuring that you are going into right direction, and you're planning it out. You are kind of planning it out and you know where to go. You are not lost as what is to be done. And also it gives an opportunity to explore your strengths, your interest, as I mentioned, and if there are any gaps in something where you work on, where you kind of like would like to work on. So I think it's a very powerful technique of career mapping that helps you a long way. I hope Smita comes back soon. She did have some more stuff to share. So yeah, if there are any more questions, you can just come up with. If I would be happy to answer you all. Let's wait on for Smita to get back on the call. Not sure. if the technical stuff is still an issue, so let's hold on. Just to provide some more info, I think there are some sites which give you free templates for career mapping, definitely. And which of are those? So if you just look on the career mapping template or career mapping mind map, you would definitely able to get a mind map diagrams where you can actually input your items like in self-assessment, what are your strengths, and so it gives a kind of ready-made structure in which you can fill that up. And yeah, okay, let me see if I can share that basically, and I can share that link definitely in the chat. So if I can share, I can just share that PDF with you guys. Let me see if I can share the screen. Yep. So I think, yeah. So what I was talking about was, if I can magnify and show you that. So this is a very effective kind of mind map where as you mentioned that you can put on with what are your strengths. Then there is your big why, vision of future, what you're working in, why this is important. Then, as I mentioned, when you have a career identified, then you can look into how you're going to invest into education and learning in your action plan, in your career identification. This becomes a key. When you talk about your action plan, this becomes your execution strategies, how you are going to actually kind of work and implement it. So this is a very simple but effective kind of mind map, and I will share the link where I got it, and it just needs a login basically.
So
So
this is a
are you back,
template you're
Smita?
sharing. Hi, yeah, I'm back now. So I think it's all back.
That's good.
Sorry.
So no
So you're
worries.
showing them the career template, map.
Yeah. So I found something, I found it very useful and it's very easy. And if I just have a look at it,
Hmm.
it just shows you, how that career map
Yeah.
actually kind of helps.
So
So
I
I
think
think, yep.
Nitin, एक minute. Somebody had asked me about failure. So देख लो आज थोड़ा failure हुआ ना. We just to pause, we carry on because there was somebody else who could take over and answer your questions as well. That is what life में भी options मिल जाता है कुछ ना कुछ. So never
Very
don't be
true.
afraid of failures. That is what I will tell you. I don't know who asked me that question, but yeah, it is Naveen who had asked me. Yeah. So,
Yes. So
so yeah.
failures are failures can be surprises. You never know. So I think I just explained them. How do you define a career map? Basically, it's a four-step process where you need assessment, exploration, identification, and an action plan.
Okay. So yeah,
And this was
yeah, this is that's what that's a good thing. But what I'll tell you another thing is कि हम जब plan करते हैं ना अपना career वगैरह, so you should also look at your core beliefs, your values, and what you actually want to do, rather than looking at the academic stuff or the जो हम क्या कहते हैं concrete plan, solid plan या वो सोचने से पहले we should also think हमारे सपने क्या हैं. You should also look at your dreams. You should look at what gives you happiness, because what happens is when you follow a certain defined path and achieve that, उसके बाद you will see कि you will start looking for your own purpose in life. So when you are in a very early stage of life, basically when you're in a student life, start dreaming and start looking at your dreams and always think what gives you happiness. And if that can be your career, as well as your career choices, then it will be very useful. Then you will not feel like you're working. It just becomes your life.
Very true. I think dreams is something what we want to do, what we want to achieve, and that includes your personal stuff as well as your career. So in that plan also, which I demonstrated right now, it did have your ultimate dream, which did depict what is your describe your dream freely and put in more details and what do you think what you would like to do. So there are a lot of things that went into it basically. Oh no, I think we have lost Smita again. Seems to be a difficult day for her with the technical. So I think where I did get template from, it was right. I can give that link since Smita is having multiple failures today with the
Anyhow,
network.
and I have no issues. As long as you are there, you're able to answer everyone's question. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Right. So Smita, they wanted the template link basically, which
So
I shared.
yeah,
I think I can put up in chat over here.
yeah. You can put up your chat as well.
Yeah.
So any more questions you guys have? Yeah.
So this is the place where I picked the template from, and it's free. You just need to sign up and put in
Hmm.
details, and it is very simple actually
Hmm.
to follow. And I think more the simple, more it is better to understand and put down rather than making it very complicated stuff. Life should be easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
couple of
we missed.
things. Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to
All
say
to
couple
you.
of yeah. I wanted to say couple of things कि like people say career plan करना है career में क्या करना चाहिए. So always think, look at whatever opportunity comes to you. So if an opportunity which comes to you is like a wall, create a door in it. That's the opportunity for you. That's one thing. And also just say do read a lot. So what I'll tell everybody, this is something which, though I'm an author, that it is not because of that I tell everybody. What I'm trying to tell you is that the way the exercise is for your body, reading does it for your mind as well. So that is what you should read. So it will help you dream bigger, visualize things. I mean, it you become. I mean, you can anything which you can see today has been a part. Somebody must have visualized it. Then only it becomes in reality. So reading books will help you create that visual world for yourself, and it is much better than being addicted to the gadgets. Or I'm not saying you can't read it on digital mode. You can read it in that as well. But if you can be away from digital mode and just spend some time reading, then it will be really really good for you. Another thing I'll tell you is be curious in life. Be very very curious in life. Try to look at what's in front of you every time. Ask questions. Do like a child does it, right? Do ask questions. How to identify the good opportunities in life? There is no good or bad opportunity. It is what you make of that opportunity. So same thing. For example, someone who's looking out of a window can see different views as well. Somebody who's gone to go and sees a movie also has a different view, राइट सो काफी मूवीज है कुछ मूवीज देखने के बाद लोग रोने लगते हैं कुछ लोग हंसते हैं कुछ लोगों को फॉर एग्जाम्पल मूवी लाइक तमाशा if you look that is Ranveer's movie it's about knowing your own self so people have said ये क्या movie है इसमें कुछ है नहीं a lot of different opinions have come in for that movie but there are other people who saw that there is something more to us there is something more deep inside us you should go through an inner journey so that is how you look at two sides of the same thing so don't look at an opportunity as good and bad explore the opportunities even if it happens to be bad for you there will be a learning for it and with that learning you can move ahead in life. Another thing is I told you about reading I told you about the opportunity another important thing which I'll tell you is which has been helpful for both me and Nitin is learning we find joy in learning so always learn something or the other so when you're learning it is your brain is always looking forward to learn it will be inquisitive it will be curious you will
Very
have to
true.
sometimes you'll have to learn which you have learned you'll have to relearn something but it is the best thing which you best gift you can give yourself it will make you remain a vidyarthi, a student for life. That's the best thing you can give as a gift for yourself.
I
What do you
think I
say,
would
Nitin?
definitely, because I think you keep learning more, you get more curious, you explore more, and if you explore more, you get to know your minds open up more. So you can say, you get a much more, yeah, what I can say is much more better idea, or have a 360-degree view, which you do not have if you stop learning.
Yeah,
And yes, the learning journey continues till there's no age limit to it. You can just go on, and
yeah.
you it's the only one limiting factor is yourself in that case, I guess.
Don't put yourself into a limiting belief that age is just a word.
Number.
Age is not a number. Age is just a word. So कभी भी कुछ भी कोई भी age में you can learn. So there is no age restrictions anywhere. So travel, be an explorer in life. Being curious, exploring different options in life will help you basically. You will find your own nicheness basically. It's not necessary what others are doing. Do that, but find your own calling. You're a unique being, and you have that unique quality. Everybody has it. That extraordinary quality, everybody has it. It's just that we don't come out of the comfort zone. But the moment we come out of the comfort zone, our life changes basically. And don't sit there again. Then again, explore. That's the way life is. And live in now,
Quite true.
basically. Live in the moment, enjoy the little things of life, whether it's career, whether it's life. And because when you enjoy little moments in life, so these setbacks, failures will just be part. Will just you will know it will just go away for you. You will just think it as कि ठीक है, next what we can do. You will not be sad by any failures in your life. It will just act as a comma. एक comma लग गया, एक punctuation mark है, आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Right. So, Smita, I would just like to add, not
Yeah.
everybody likes to read.
हाँ.
Maybe, some people like too much to read.
Music.
So now,
Yeah.
yeah, so you have summary of the books in
Absolutely.
audiobooks, which is a very good stuff. Like, it's hardly 10 minutes. It's give you gist of the book. And
Yeah.
if you like the book, definitely you can pick it up, because reading is not everyone's
Yeah,
hobby,
so people, yeah, so that's true.
right?
Then lot of things people listen to audios as well. So
Audiobooks, yes.
there's a blind school which I work for, which I support for. The kids, they listen to stories basically. They listen to YouTube videos, stories and all. That's being curious
Yes.
basically.
I think that also helps. If you don't want to read, you hear it out.
Hear it
You
out.
can do it in travel. You can use your
Meet
free
people,
time.
network. I'll always tell people to meet, network with people. Everybody in itself is a story. Everybody has a story, so that also help you to discover a lot of things about you. And it's always should be self awareness, self discovery journey, even for a career, because what you like, you only will get to know. So somebody might be having a camera, may not be a good photographer. Somebody who doesn't have a camera might be a good photographer. It's all the inclination or the interest you have in life basically. And it's not that only one job you can do. You can do 2 years में एक job किया, उसके बाद you want to change, you can change as well. Nobody's stopping you to not changing your career. Don't feel miserable in where you are as of now in your career. If you do not take the step of coming out of that misery which you're feeling, you will never come out. You after 10 years also you'll feel the same. It's better when you feel that it's not right for you, come out of it. Think from a solution perspective, not just leave it as it is. What could be done better, or where I need to go next? At any age, those questions, some introspection questions you should ask about your career as well whenever you make choices. So don't follow what society tells you to follow what your heart tells you to follow your heart always. And your logical brain will guide you, your gut will guide you where you need to go basically. And career mapping for me, the way Nitin explained, if you're going to Goa, you need to have a map with you, but be flexible with that map. You know your values, know your beliefs, know that there will be obstacles, there'll be failures, but it's okay, it's fine, you'll get there. So when you go for a trek or unknown places, it does happen. Unforeseen circumstances come, weather अच्छा नहीं होगा, summit में पहुंचेंगे कि नहीं, हो सकता है 2 दिन में वापस आ जाओगे, आप ट्रैक करने जा रहे हो. It's all part of life. It's okay. You come back, you do it again, or you find some other summit to go. That's all it is. So itna life ko don't take it very very seriously. Take it very light. Enjoy your journey because you've come here in this world. So make the most of it. Enjoy the journey. Make choices which gives you happiness, which gives you joy basically. अब नौकरी करना तो नौकरी करो. Want to go get into profession, vocation. No job
Whatever.
is yeah, no job is छोटा. जैसे कहते हैं छोटा बड़ा कुछ नहीं है. whatever somebody is doing, if they're enjoying that work, it is good for them.
I think, as you mentioned, follow your gut. That
Mm.
is what I think has helped me.
Mm.
And if my passion is my work, then I'm definitely going to enjoy it.
Yeah, so I have
It's
learned a lot from you, Nitin, because the way you bring out new stuff, and you have an innovative brain because you get so many good ideas and stuff which you can actually uh, incorporate in your day-to-day life as well. For Abibi, Dekho, Abibi, you've given us a master plan. I
yes,
love to look at this mind maps as well.
right.
So,
I think that's what keeps me going.
yeah,
That's my thing, which I
and
want to explore.
so this thing, even his coach, I both of us know. I have a coach as well, so we both. The coach also
Yeah,
says the
right.
same thing that he brings in a lot of new stuff whenever we meet. So it's a learning. Where each interaction with Nitin is always a learning. So I think
Thanks.
if there are no questions, should we end the session now? Do you have any question? Pooja, Prakash, Sumit, Pradeep, Mohini. So Mohini, did you get your answer?
Right.
What you need to focus on while planning your career map? No questions as of now.
No
Mohini, did you get your
questions. Yep.
answer? Yeah. Oh, I hope.
Yeah, I did. I gave her some details,
Yeah, then that's fine.
what
Yeah.
to do. So
I think
that's
if
where
there
that.
are, yeah, so there are no questions, and then can we end the session now, or is there anything you want to add? Anything?
I think I would go to summarize. I think the last step stuff what you said. Go by your gut, follow your dreams, be
Yeah,
flexible.
yeah,
That's it all about it. You don't need not be stuck anywhere.
yeah.
Don't bother what other things. It's
Hmm.
your life, and you have to enjoy it. So
So, so,
just keep exploring,
yeah.
like Smita has done.
So yeah, you can experiment. I always recommend people to experiment and explore and celebrate life wherever you are, whichever juncture you are. It doesn't matter, age, gender, nothing matters actually. So Mohini is asking us when is your next session. So we are planning to do this career chit chat every Wednesday. It's a weekly series, and
Right.
yeah, so we'll let you know the topic for next week. So yeah. Thanks everyone for asking those questions. We've also learned a lot with this
I
interaction
think
as well.
yes, that is something a food for thought for us too. Some questions,
Yeah,
and as always a learning. That's why I love this kind of interactions where we also get to learn something new.
yeah,
Thanks all for being patient
yeah,
and
yeah.
listening to us and
And
shooting
sorry
those
for the
questions.
sorry for this internet issue. And thanks, Nitin. I've learned something new today as well with this interaction. Take care,
Definitely, I
guys.
think it was.
Take care, guys. Yeah, bye. Enough for now.
Yeah.
So
Take care. Good night,
make
and
wise
catch you guys
decisions.
again.
Bye, bye.
Bye.